They laughed at his mother. They called her names. And that little boy? He heard every single word. He was too small to stop them, but inside his heart he made one promise. One day, I'll make them respect my mother. Respect. Such a simple word, but it means everything. It's not given for free. Sometimes you have to fight for it. Sometimes you have to earn it. This is the story of a boy named Aarav. He lived in a small Indian town. His mother Meera was kind, honest, and hardworking. But society treated her unfairly. People insulted her, they ignored her, they whispered behind her back. Aarav grew up watching all of it. And one day he decided enough was enough. He would bring back his mother's respect. Aarav's village was small. Dusty roads, old houses, and neighbors who knew everything about everyone. In such a place, rumors spread faster than truth. Meera was a single mother. Aarav's father had left when he was just 5. No one knew why. But people created cruel stories. Some said she was proud. Some said she brought shame to her family. Aarav didn't understand those words then, but he understood pain. He could feel it every time someone turned away from his mother. At school, the other children repeated what their parents said. One boy shouted, "Your mother is bad." Aarav ran home crying. He found his mother sewing near the window. "Ma," he asked softly, "why do they hate us?" Meera smiled gently. She said, "Because people don't understand kindness, beta. When they don't understand something, they make fun of it." That night, Aarav made a silent promise. One day, I'll make the world respect my mother. Years passed. The world got harder. But Aarav didn't give up. His mother worked as a tailor in the market. She stitched clothes for others but couldn't afford good ones for herself. Some customers spoke rudely. Some didn't pay her properly. But she never complained. She just smiled and said, "It's okay." Aarav couldn't stand it. But he knew the only way to change their life was through education. Every evening after helping his mother, he studied under the small light of a kerosene lamp. His mother sat beside him. She fanned away mosquitoes and whispered, "Keep going, my son. One day, they'll clap for you." He worked harder than anyone in his school. Sometimes he walked to school barefoot. Sometimes he used old books, but he never complained. He remembered his promise. One day his teacher told him, "Aarav, you have a spark. Don't let it die." That one line stayed in his heart forever. After school, Aarav worked at a tea stall to earn money. He saved every coin, for books, for notebooks, for dreams. He was tired, but he never stopped. One evening, something happened. His mother was walking home from work. A few men said cruel things to her. Aarav saw it. He wanted to fight. But his mother looked at him and said, "No, beta. Don't give them your peace. Win with silence." That night, Aarav opened his notebook and wrote, "Someday, they will say her name with respect, not pity." That sentence became his life's goal. When Aarav finished school, he had no money for college. People in the village laughed. Engineering? From him? He'll end up like his mother. But Aarav didn't reply. He took a job at a construction site. He carried heavy bricks all day under the hot sun. During lunch breaks, while others rested, he sat under a tree and read old newspapers. He underlined new English words. He practiced them aloud. Sometimes people laughed at him, but he didn't care. 2 years passed. He applied for a scholarship. He wrote his essay in broken English, but his words were honest. And honesty touched hearts. He got selected for a small engineering college in Pune. When he told his mother, she cried softly. She said, "Go, my son. The world doesn't know you yet." College life was tough. Aarav felt out of place. His clothes were simple. His English was weak. His accent was different. But instead of hiding, he decided to learn. He joined English clubs. He practiced with classmates. He read books out loud every night. He worked part-time in a bookstore to pay his rent.
He learned new words every day. Hope, strength, respect. He repeated them again and again until they became part of his life. There were nights when he cried quietly, but each time he remembered his mother, her tired eyes, her stitched fingers and her unshaken faith. And he whispered to himself, "Keep going. Don't stop now." Years later, Aarav graduated, top of his class. He couldn't believe it. He got a job offer from a big company in Bangalore. He called his mother. "Ma, I did it!" There was silence for a second, then she said, "I always knew you would." Months later, Aarav went back to his village, but this time people looked at him differently. He wore a simple shirt, but his confidence filled the streets. Everyone stared, everyone whispered, but no one laughed. He reached home. His mother was sewing clothes just like before. "He Beta, why didn't you tell me you were coming?" she said. He smiled and gave her a small golden box. Inside there were spectacles and a letter. She opened it and began to read. It said, "For the eyes that saw hope when no one else did, for the hands that stitched my dreams together, and for the heart that never stopped believing. This is your son, Mira's son, who has come back with your respect." Tears fell down her face. That evening, the same neighbours who once insulted her came to their home. They brought sweets. They congratulated her. One said, "Miraji, you raised a fine man." And that day her silence was not pain anymore. It was pride. This story teaches something important. Respect is not given. It's earned. Aarav didn't fight with anger. He fought with patience. He fought with education. He fought with love. He turned shame into strength. He turned silence into success. His mother's story reminds us, when the world disrespects you, don't argue. Just grow so much that they have no choice but to respect you. Years later, Aarav built a foundation for single mothers. He called it Project Mira. When people asked why, he said, "Because one mother's pain made me who I am." True success is not about money. It's about earning respect. Let's review some English words from this story. Kindness, being gentle and good to others. Make fun of someone, to tease or laugh at someone cruelly. Clap for someone, to show appreciation or applause. Win with silence, to succeed without fighting or arguing. Out of place, to feel uncomfortable because you're different. Progress, moving forward or improving. Respect, to value someone for who they are. And watch the next story. It will teach you more English and touch your heart even deeper.